time. Sometimes when you take certain nutritional products or you're trying to lose weight, so many people say, if I could just get rid of that belly fat. And we certainly have a product to get rid of the belly fat, but also a lot of people don't realize how important it is to get this belly fat off and to understand, really the health detriments that having extra belly fat can bring onto your health. So we picked this topic tonight to just give you a little bit better understanding of that, and hopefully this will motivate some people to work a little bit harder and stick with the ViSi Weight Loss product and their exercise regimen, their eating regimen, and get this belly fat off, because it is bad for us, and we definitely need to get rid of it. So Dr. Rouse, I know that you've put together a great presentation for us tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the call over to you.
Wow, and we all know people see that she's squeezing that midriff bulge there, and she's saying, this is what happens when too many apple pies are eaten with heaped up with ice cream, or too many bags of corn chips, or too many double burgers with cheese. They all come back to haunt us. And then most of these people, when they come to me, they say, I would do anything. I would run, but I can't. My knees are screaming with pain. My schedule won't allow it. I'm just frustrated. And when we get down to it, we say, well, belly fat is very dangerous. And they say, oh, please don't add misery to my misery. But you have to hear it, because how many times have we gone out and just bought another pair of breeches that are a little bit bigger than the last ones, and we come back and we say, what's going to happen? I don't have time to do anything different. But if you look at our time schedule, we probably do waste a lot of time, so we need to take issues with it. Tonight, let's start by taking the waist to hip ratio. There's something here that we can do to understand it first and foremost. And when you take the tape measure off around and you measure the waist and you measure the hips, what you want to do is divide the waist measurement into the hip measurements. You take a waist measurement and a hip measurement, divide the waist into the hip. And if the number, when you make the division number, if it's bigger than 0.85, if it comes out pretty big there, then the belly will definitely need some help. Men, we don't want to have our breeches any bigger than 35 inches, and women around the midsection there, that's 32 and a half inches. And actually, when men get beyond 40, that's the heart danger zone, and for women, it's even less than that, 37. And that's measuring around the belly button area. So what's going to happen to us, Dr. Charlie, if we don't take this belly fat down? See, the omentum is protecting our organs, but it does not want to be pampered. And what happens is the nemesis of belly fat is that, number one, it is the very strong indicator of heart disease. So looking at it from our perspective, whenever the waistline is huge, heart disease is almost invariably going to be on the Richter scale, which always is going to be in the scenario of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, blood sugar levels way too high. And when these people do have overweight problems, they can't climb stairs like they used to. They get winded when they walk. They're tired most of the time. And believe it or not, it even impairs the vision. It can actually make them less apt to be happy. They're going to be more depressed, and just getting rid of it can get rid of all the chronic complaints. So looking at it, what can we do? Will anybody join me in a walk? You say, well, I don't have time to walk. Wait a minute now. How many minutes are you going to put in on watching the TV? Well, certainly you can give 5 minutes out, 5 minutes back. That's sufficient. That's enough. Are we going to change our diet? Yes. How many times have you heard us, let's go on a white-out diet? Let's watch out for the white flour. Let's watch out for the white sugar. Let's watch out for the white rice, the white pasta, the white potatoes. Watch out. See, just remember white and cut back. Cut back on portions, cut back on things, We don't always have to have an hors d'oeuvre. We don't always have to have a pre-meal snack. We don't always have to have a dessert after the snack or the meal. And so we come along and we say, all right, I've got it. Fruits, vegetables, better eating. Correct. Most of you are not going to be able to tolerate much in the wheat. Wheat, unfortunately, keeps your sugar high, your insulin too long, stores belly fat. So what happens is the reason that you can't lose weight is your thyroid gets very sluggish, slow. That makes your adrenal system go very high, cortisol levels very high, and it's a complex of many things: hormones, biochemistry, genetics, lifestyles, basal metabolic rates, all these things. Your body doesn't break it down, but you need to. So I've got great news for you tonight. We are looking at the glorious Scandinavian Gold blend that has been blended in a mixture of nutrition that can literally take the belly fat in the other direction. It'll give you appetite control. It'll give you better metabolism. It'll definitely begin to burn excess calories. So if we give you the benefit, how many people have already said, I've never thought that one nutrition, one weight loss pill, without being a prescription, without being dangerous, without being very, very hard to take care of me, you never thought that you would have such a perfect pill. There it is, ViSi Weight Loss Pill. And what's in it? It's got the Garcinia cambogia. The HCA comes from a melon. The melon is going to suppress your appetite. It's going to inhibit fat production, but it's also going to help release bad fat, but not stimulating the central nervous system. Comes along the EGCG right out of the green tea, contains powerful polyphenols that's going to enhance the process of thermogenesis, speeding up the fire, the factory, and all the while we're going after it. Bring on L-carnitine, a special amino acid that will turn fat into energy and boost the brain while it's at it. You're going to think clearer, happier, more motivated. And then the very magical, most productive, nobody else has it, we're the only ones with it, the very nutritional item that sets our product apart and makes it what it is, that makes it work so well, that makes you have an appetite control, that makes you know that you're losing inches and pounds. It's called rice tea leaf. And that one botanical, so strong in appetite suppression, yet so powerful in releasing a good sense of well-being, that one nutrition is worth its weight in gold. And the truth is, you have it. And we're setting the gold standard. So come on, let us take the nemesis of belly fat. It's a great risk if we don't, but it's even better news to know that we've got the answer for the rest of the story. I know that's pretty quick, Gloria, but that's pretty much the ins and outs of why we are the leading hope for the people who need some help getting in on the whiteout diet, getting in on motivation, and just doing it. And how many people have already tried it that are raving about it? A bunch. And I believe that we're going to hear the rest of the world follow us and say, you are right.